Hey everybody, this is Dan with Pain For You. Just sitting in the back, it's almost sundown. Today's topic is going to be, I must be doing this wrong. So I'll get to that in a minute. It's nice and quiet today, just insects. Breathe in the peace, exhale the noise. I should really get outside more. Oh, by the way, just bought a mountain bike. It's not here yet. Found one available. It's going to ship from California. So at some point, I'll show you guys a mountain bike. Maybe have my son take some video of me out on the mountain bike, trying not to kill myself. So I got inspired by watching him do his race. So he kind of talked me into getting a bike. So, all right. So, I must be doing this wrong. This meaning this TMS thing, this mind-body recovery process, this Dr. Sarno stuff, this work. And for me, that was my conclusion. You know, I knew about Sarno. Initially I got better quickly, but then it came back. And I got better again. Then it came back. Then I got better a little slower. And then it came back. And off and on it went for the first, year or two that I knew about Sarno. But after a while it kind of stuck around. And the things that helped me in the initial stages weren't working so well. I got more frustrated, more pissed off. Every once in a while I would just say, this isn't right. And I would stop trying, not do anything. And back when I was going through this, there was no Facebook, no YouTube, no podcasts, no Instagram, no dozens and dozens of TMS coaches and doctors out there. It's kind of Dr. Sarno, his books, and one TMShelp.com forum that still exists, by the way. TMShelp.com. It's an interesting place. So the only thing I could conclude, because the pain kept coming back, and then I couldn't get rid of it at all, even though I read and reread the Sarno books over and over again, I had those 12 daily reminders of his memorized, or I'd carry them around on a little notepad. I'd have them hanging up on the wall. I'd talk to my brain, think psychologically. I'd stop doing the physical treatments. I rejected that there was anything wrong with my body. Didn't work. The only conclusion I could come to is I'm doing it wrong. I'm not talking to my brain correctly. I'm not thinking psychologically correctly. I must be doubting TMS. I don't know what exactly I was doing wrong, but I probably made every mistake in my 11 mistakes document. If you don't have that, go to painforyou.com, enter your email address, and download not only the 11 mistakes document, but also the self-assessment document. But I made every mistake in the book, which I guess meant I was doing it wrong. But I will tell you, this is not an intuitive process. Everything I recommend is kind of like counterintuitive. You figure, well, if I try harder to recover, I'll get better faster, right? Not necessarily. Recovery happens when we try less. Because when we're trying harder and harder and harder, all we're doing is convincing our brain that there's something broken that we got to fix. And so, there's nothing broken. You're not damaged. You didn't do this. This isn't your fault. Just kind of where you ended up. And so if you're walking around saying, I must be doing something wrong, I'm not getting better, well, evaluate the core concepts. Do you believe it's TMS? Have you done the assessments? Do you believe you can get better? Because if you don't, I'm going to ask you to take that leap and start to believe it. Because whatever you believe, your brain will start to look for evidence of. So yes, you can do this. Then how are you doing? Are you noticing your emotions and feeling them? Are you calming yourself physically? Breath, relaxation, Some people like meditation. That wasn't my thing, but some people like it to get into a place of calmness in the body. Because if the body's calm, guess what happens? We start to think slower, and our emotions tend to settle down. Breathing. It goes a long way towards teaching the brain that you're safe. So are you doing these things? As it relates to how do you respond to your symptoms? Are you anticipating them? Do you expect them? Are you fearing them? Are you focused on them? Are you anxious about them? Because the fear and the attention we give it is what keeps it persistent. So are you learning through practice, a little bit at a time, to shift your attention back towards doing normal things? Living your life as best as you can, given your symptoms. Are you making living your life a bigger priority than babysitting your pain and avoiding things that used to sometimes cause symptoms to flare up a little bit? Are you responding to your symptoms with freak out or indifference? If you can't be indifferent, are you at least reassuring yourself? Right? Are you doing these things? If not, I'm not going to ever say you're doing it wrong. But I will say that you can tweak things and do things slightly better. But I'll never make you wrong, because you're not. You're doing your best. That's why I keep showing up every day, trying to give you tips and tricks and ideas and motivation and inspiration and confidence and clarity. Right? So you're not doing it wrong. But maybe there's things you can do slightly different that'll give you a better result. Again, this is not your fault. It's just where you ended up. And I'm committed to showing up to you guys day in, day out, helping you out. If you want a more direct approach, join the group, painforyou.com/join. And in there you'll see all the details. Wednesdays, 2 call times, 1 o'clock and 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. That's New York City time zone. So do the math on the time zone differences. And see if you can make those calls. If you can't, the replays are always recorded and posted within the first day after the call. And there's an online video course, 15 videos, which takes a lot of these core concepts that I talk about, puts it into one place so you don't have to go through 900 plus videos and try to figure it out by which video of dance should I watch. The course will kind of shortcut that and put it all in one place. There's some documents there for you, reminders. So it's available to you. But you're not doing this wrong. If you want a little help and a weekly reminder to keep you on track, the weekly group coaching calls are great. We got a great bunch of people in there. They're awesome. You can join anytime. You can leave anytime. There's no commitments long term. There's no start date or end date. Just join whenever you want. You have instant access to the course in the members area. There is also a private Facebook community where people are sharing pictures of them doing more things and kind of succeeding to inspire others and just get the support of the community. So give it some thought. But again, you're not doing anything wrong. But we come to that conclusion if the pain or the symptoms are persisting. What am I doing wrong? It's a logical question to ask. The better question is, what could I do slightly different? What could I do slightly better? Could I soothe myself better? Could I remind myself that it's just TMS better? Could I calm down better, more completely? Could I not let my thinking get away on me and just not take it so seriously, slightly better, right? Don't view it as what am I doing wrong. Just ask, what can I do better? I think that's a better approach. It will lead your brain to seek out opportunities to do things better, as opposed to self-blaming that you're screwing this up and you're doing something wrong. So, love you guys and gals. I'm going to wrap this up because the sun is dropping. It's overcast again. And this camera, I guess as it gets darker, the visual image gets worse. So, I guess we will talk to you tomorrow. Love you.